Just want to give you a quick video tour of the 2017 Jayco that we're selling here. Again, we've owned this since December of 2020, and before that it was owned by somebody who had it on their property for I guess a few years. They'd bought it brand new, but it only had 3 months of use prior to us buying it. We took it out on the road, and we actually traveled from Oregon over to the East Coast. We're now in Rhode Island, and we did about 7 months full timing in the trailer. So there's no significant damage, no crashes, no water damage, no soft spots in the floor, which is great. But there are some minor cosmetic issues that I do like to walk people through and show you just before you do buy. So I'll walk you through and kind of show you and take a look. We had a thunderstorm in Maryland, and we had some branches come down on the trailer, and it created some puncture marks, as you could see. And then up in the corner here, we also stitched the fabric back together. I'll take you on the inside. All right, so here's the inside here. The couch does full out into a bed. We put in some bookshelves in here. We did paint too, just because it had the kind of old brown wood, even though it was a 2017. My wife likes things to be bright, so you can see we got all the white in here. I did change out the stereo, so the stereo is a Sony stereo now. It's Bluetooth. Also upgraded the speakers up here too, so it does have a little bit better sound coming from the inside. And again, you can hook your music up from phone, or you can use a little auxiliary, and you can plug in your music that way. We had a TV up here. I just left the mount in case that's what you wanted to do as well. The bunks are really nice. They're actually quite a bit of room. I don't know if I can reach the light. Oh, no, I can't. I'm an inch too short. But anyways, the bunks are pretty spacious. They're not like those real mini bunks. So that's good. And they also have this, I think they call it like teddy bear fabric on them, which makes them nice and soft too. We just have these little things that we mounted from IKEA just to give a little bit of storage for whoever's using them. Inside here, you got your bathroom, got your toilet, of course, your bathtub and shower. So usually most of the models that have bunk beds are also going to have the bathtub feature as well. It's pretty tiny. We didn't end up actually using it as a bath. We just used it as a shower, but it's still nice to have. One of the pieces of damage to report is we did have a branch come down, and although it didn't do any damage to the roof, it did smash in our bathroom vent. So that's something I always like to show people. I'll show you how we fix that when we go outside. Got a little bathroom cabinet here. Fridge works great. Freezer works great. No issues there. There's the freezer. Microwave works great. It's got a little oven. And then it's got 3 gas burners there, which all work great as well. Got the sink, which works well. Here's the underneath cabinet. And then you got your drawers as well. One thing that came, this is how we actually bought it. So you have your sensors here. You have your battery sensor, you have your freshwater sensor, your black tank, and your gray tank. When we bought this from the woman who we bought it from, the black tank sensor already wasn't reporting correctly. And I guess this is, you know, if you have RVs, you know this is a pretty common issue. What happens is there's probably something nasty that's on the sensor that's making it appear full. So the whole time that we've owned it, the black sensor has never reported correctly. The gray tank sensor has been pretty accurate, but I do notice that it's reporting at 1/3 right now, and it should be empty. So these sensors are always pretty wonky in trailers. I just, you know, it is what it is. Fresh tank does work though. So if you do choose to fill up the fresh tank, you have that going for you. I still have the Jayco manuals for it. Let's see what's in here real quick. Yeah, so this is just all of the factory stuff. You got your owner's manual, all the warranty stuff that no longer applies, I'm sure. This was the original factory stereo, which I do still have. I mean, if you want that, you're welcome to have it. This talks about the fuse box that you have, which is just right down here. And you know, just all the other accessories and features, I guess, that come along with the trailer. So this is all stuff that was given to us by the original seller. Show you the bedroom here. So, you know, if you've ever slept in RV beds, you probably know that they're not the most comfy. We bought this at a 2-inch or 3-inch foam mattress to kind of go over it, to hopefully aid with some of the comfort. It did a little bit better, but still, I mean, it's just, if you're going out for a weekend or something like that, it's not bad. If you're full timing like we did for 7 months, wife hated it. It was fairly brutal, so it is what it is. Just part of that camping life. We do have a TV mount up here too, so if that's something you wanted to use, we had a small TV that was mounted in here, and that worked well. And then you have your closet storage in here. So that's about it for the inside. AC works well. We currently have the AC on right now. Heater also works well. The thermostat's just right over there. Let's see here. What else we got going on? So these have the adjustable pitch. So if it is raining and you don't want a lot of water to collect on the awning, you just manually pull the pitch down like this, and it will allow water to drain off the top. Coming around here, so since we were full-timing, this is the back bumper. I just added this shelf. It's optional, you can take it off if you want. It allowed me to be able to put propane tanks back here and just extra stuff that I didn't want to store. You could put a generator back here and that's fine. Did do a little bit of, you know, scuffing just along the side from the propane tanks, maybe touching as it was traveling. Just a little wear there. I do have a hitch mount right here too. So we used it for bikes, but you can always pull this out and just put in a different hitch and perhaps use something else that you want back here. It's got the spare tire, which has never been used, back here. We also have a rear camera that we mounted. It's part of this license plate frame. You can see the camera here. It's solar powered. And we have the unit that is actually, it just goes in your truck. You have a screen that plugs in. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not made for RVs, but we bought this at Costco for I think 100 or 150 bucks. And if you just want to occasionally get a view of what's going on behind you, it's, you know, it's a good little add-on. It's just not something, if you're looking for consistency and you want an image consistently back there, it's not always going to transmit, because these aren't made to go the span of probably 45 feet, which is, you know, what that is. These are probably made 30 feet max kind of thing. So here's one thing that I do like to show. For one, you can see the Max Air ventilation cover up there. That's what we use for that bathroom vent, since the bathroom vent did get damaged with the branch that came down. These allow you to leave the vent open or close it as you are traveling, and regardless whether it's opened or closed, it's perfectly fine. So water does not get in. It's a nice cover that just goes right over it. The other thing I like to show people is, this is what I would say is maybe the biggest damage to report, which is very minor. You can see maybe that little dent on the side there. That was one of the branches that came down during that thunderstorm. And so what I did was I went up top and took some RV sealant and just made sure I put sealant all through there to make sure that if water did go through there, you could see the condensation is dripping down right now from the air conditioner. There's sealant through there, so water has not gotten in. There hasn't been any water damage or anything like that. But I would say that being on the road for 7 months, that was the worst thing that happened to us, was that thunderstorm in Maryland. Just had some branches come down, and I do have pictures that I can send you to show you what those branches look like and what the what the damage originally looked like, which was, again, very, very minimal. Here's the trailer itself. We did add this trailer tray to the front too. We stored the cooler up here. A lot of people use these for generators. You can use it, you know, for whatever you want. It's just handy to have. Really as much storage as possible. All of these like locks and locking things will come with the trailer. So we have a locking pin, and then we also have this this hitch lock as well. You got your sway bar right here, your distribution hitch. And these are all the accessories that I'll include with it in here. So you got your distribution hitch here, your sway bars are right here. You got your leveling blocks. I got a lot of accessories in here for you too. So that's all, like the side winders and all that fun stuff. I have like a wrench that's good for your hose. I do have the sewage hoses, about 30 feet, I think, in sewage hoses. The battery was bought from Costco in January of this year, so it's a rather new dual cycle marine RV battery. I think it's the 24, group 24, I think is the size of it. And then outside of that, the power cord, it uses a 30 amp power cord, and you have 30 feet of space too. So this just pulls out, and then when you're ready, you just shove it right back in. I do have all of the different connectors too. So you'll have this surge protector here, which comes with it. I think these are about like 40 bucks normally. And then all the different converters. So you can convert between 30 amps to 15 amps, or you can also, I have the adapters to go from 30 to 50 too, if needs be. So all that comes with it. But that is pretty much the walkthrough. I just like people to at least have a good idea of what the trailer looks like if you're not able to come out and view it right away. And then of course, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me.